Welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. Yes, and it's been going hot and cold, very hot actually, not cold, in the studio with discussions around transfers and all of that. We'll not bring that here actually, but yes, this is the Premier League Zone, and we're here to talk about transfers. A lot of things going on, a lot of deals are close to being announced. Nothing yet quite over the line, but of course, we'll be giving you the details of everything that is around the transfer market. I'm not alone in the studio, but everyone is here, and of course, Triple O, Olatunji Olaniyi is in the studio as well. Triple O, let me start with you. How are you doing? How's your life? Are you feeling all right?
Yes, I'm feeling all right. New haircut, looking dashing, and all of that. So
the hype is at the end of the day, there's no crime in hyping yourself.
Please, of course. I can hype myself because I support a club that is not just buying players, selling players. We've also bought a club, majority share in a club. Come on.
Okay.
And
it's okay. But how are you doing this morning? If I say it's in my mind. Don't say it, please.
I'm alright.
Are you alright? Let's remind you that you can join us at any point on this show. 0700 923 923 923 is the number for you to call. 0700 923 923 923. You can also call or send messages to the WhatsApp line 081 73136193. We're also live on Facebook at Inspiration FM 92.3. Just leave your comments under the live feed. Read them on the show. Just like Ozo Francis Namani has done on Facebook. He says he's watching live from 𝐼𝐍𝐻𝐈𝐍 in Enugu State. Good morning, Mr. Anthony. Keep up your good work. Thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us every day all the way from Enugu State. So let's just get into the business of today. Let's just start with the breaking news. Of course, it's no secret anymore. It was expected, but it's been confirmed now by Man City that Gundogan will be joining Barcelona on a 2-year deal. His contract will expire at the end of June and he'll become a Barcelona player. He has a release clause of 400 million euros. I mean, come on now. The man is 32. What is he doing with 400 million euros? But anyway, what do I know? But very quickly, I think he can be considered. Can he be considered the legend at Manchester City? Gundogan, given the sort of important goals he scored for them. He scored lots of important goals for them, it must be said.
I think more like a cult hero.
Okay, fair enough.
I think legend is a step too high. If you say Gundogan is a legend, then where would you want to put the likes of Vincent Kompany and the rest of them, Aguero and some other players who actually ensured that City got to that level in their time. So for Gundogan, I think he will be respected a lot at the Etihad, and I think he's made a huge name for himself. The sort of player that can, always walk back to the Etihad and be a part of the system. And I just salute all he's done at Manchester City.
And he was Pep Guardiola's first signing at Man City. Guardiola came and said, "Follow me," from Germany, and then he signed.
After Gundogan showed him
and signed him. So the end of an era for Pep Guardiola. And yes, I agree with you. I think he's a cult hero.
For Guardiola, be Gundogan.
For Guardiola now, it's the end of his own. That was his first signing.
First signing.
So that's the end of an era for him. But then again, he's been very successful. So kudos to him. Let's go to Chelsea very quickly. I'll bring Triple O in because that's his club. Nicholas Jackson, he's passed his medical, and Chelsea are going to meet €35 million release clause, and ultimately he's going to become a Chelsea player. That's the bottom line. Your take on Nicholas Jackson? What can we expect from him? What sort of player is he? And all of that. You've done the scouting as a Chelsea fan.
Okay, objectively now. This is a player I don't even want Chelsea to go for to start with. He's just had one season and he's been the only successful season he's had just past just last season, 2022-2023 season. He also was plagued by injuries in that same season. In the season, he scored 12 goals and two assists and all of that. Again, I keep saying, if Chelsea need a striker, they are letting Kai Havertz go. They are looking at letting Romelu Lukaku go as well. Aubameyang, there's no way back for him in that team. Christopher Nkunku, yes, is an attacking player. He is not an out-and-out striker. And Chelsea have been struggling to get a striker that can actually deliver for them for a long time now. Since Diego Costa, Chelsea have not had any striker or sort that has delivered for that team, and that's been the major problem. So you now want to solve this problem. You look around, you look far and wide, and you from Africa to Europe to Asia, everywhere, and it is just a 21-year-old boy that just had one season,
Half a good season. He burst into the limelight in January. That was when he scored all those goals he scored towards the end of the season. So it's not really a full season.
He can score goals. He's gifted. He's fast. He can convert as well. If you give him the chance, he can convert. He can open up spaces. He can, make defenders suffer and leave them on the ground. But that's not enough. It's just had half season. It's not enough to spend that. But they are investing in his future.
So Triple can cry like this.
8-year contract. I said objectively.
Anthony.
Objectively.
So Triple can cry like this.
Let's move on.
I'm not crying.
Let's move on. Kalidou Koulibaly, he's gone. He's joined Saudi Arabia's 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐿 from Chelsea. So kudos to him. Saudi Arabia still running riots over there in the Premier League. Apparently, there's something with Chelsea and Saudi Arabia we don't know yet, but we shall see.
What are you people looking for? Yeah, you looking for something where there is nothing.
Man City, we hear, are close to 𝐒𝐭𝐴. They are going to offer £77 million for the player, and obviously the player wants to move. Pep Guardiola is a huge fan of the player, and we hear that deal could be done really, really shortly. So we'll see how that goes with 𝐒𝐭𝐴. Let's go to Arsenal very quickly. We hear that they have made a second offer for Jurrien Timber. The first offer was rejected. Obviously, they've made a second offer, and the opening bid of 30 million was rejected. Personal terms have been agreed and all of that, but again, we expect this deal to be done. The player wants Arsenal want the player, and what's the first with Jurrien Timber? United were interested in him last season. I think Liverpool were interested in him in January or something like that. So what's the big deal with Timber? What's he about? Everybody wants him.
I think the fact that for a player like Timber, he can play across multiple positions. He can play the DM role. He can play as a right back and as a central defender as well. And for a defender, he's got some pace on him as well. So technically on the ball, he's also up there. So for Timber, a lot of people did question Martinez when he joined the Premier League at the height situation. He's not so tall as well. Yeah. Almost as the same height as the Argentine. But again, I do feel for Arteta, in this sort of situation, he doesn't understand how technical Timber's technical abilities, and so therefore that is why it's possibly going for him.
All right, we'll see what happens with all of that. Let's go to United very quickly now. And before we get to the Gbanjo market they are selling, actually, just something that might be concerning for United. Thomas Tuchel has said he might be interested in bringing Mason Mount to Bayern Munich. He worked with him at Chelsea, thinks he's a good player. Well, gave me a lot of playing time at Chelsea actually when he was there at Stamford Bridge, and he wants to bring him over there to the Allianz Arena. United have made 3 offers actually. All 3 offers have been rejected. The final one was 55 on Friday. That one was rejected by Chelsea. And United had said that they will not go back if that £55 million deal, a bid, was rejected by Chelsea. We wait to see if they will go back for Mason Mount, or they will just remain resolute in their decision. But would you think the Bayern Munich interest will force United into action?
First off, what United have said is this: okay, there is 55 million on the table. You understand? If you guys are ready to accept it. We're still open to negotiations. But for Bayern Munich, if since they've gone in for Mason Mount, possibly Chelsea would feel, okay, at least they're a club from the abroad. So let's drop the price and what have you. But again, is Mason Mount the sort of player Bayern Munich need at this point in time? I totally doubt it. Because even the likes of Leroy Sané and the rest of them haven't really even affirmed their position in that team. And we'll wait and see how it goes. Maybe the press just wants to create a bidding war between United and Bayern, but
alright, let's go to the Gbanjo market.
Let's just call it. Come and buy my Come and buy
Apparently, United have decided they are going to offload as many as 13 players in the off-season in a bid to fund some of the transfers they want to do. And basically, some players are just, they've been poor since they moved to United. Top of that list is Jadon Sancho. He's just got 12 goals in 79 matches for Manchester United since joining from Dortmund for a fee of £73 million. United now are saying they're willing to accept 45 million pounds for Jadon Sancho. Harry Maguire was signed for 85 million pounds. They are saying they will accept 36 million pounds. They're saying they will accept 40 million pounds. Anthony Martial was signed for 36 million pounds. They are saying they will accept 25 million pounds. So basically, it's slash prices over there at Manchester United. And then you come down and you see some other players buying now. They are saying, come on, 2 million pounds, we will collect. Come on, take him. Brandon Williams, 5 million pounds, come and take, we'll collect, and all those things. But really, where did it go wrong for all these players? I think that's my major concern. You have to do what you have to do. These players are not worth what we expect them to be worth at the end of the day. They've not really covered themselves in glory.
Yeah.
But where did it go wrong for these guys?
Like I would always say, it's easy for players to shine at other clubs, but when you join the likes of Manchester United, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona, and maybe Chelsea to an extent, the pressure is always high. The pressure from the press and what have you. And if a player cannot show that this, pressure, it becomes a huge problem. For Jadon Sancho at Dortmund, it was unplayable basically. It was just one of those guys that got things taken for Dortmund. He got to United, the confidence level just dropped.
Yeah.
You understand? Look at Maguire as well.
Yep.
At Leicester City, he was playing like it was one of the best defenders in the world.
Yep.
He got to United, his form dropped. And it all boils down to the mental challenge that has to do with, or that comes with playing for a club like Manchester United. The fans are on you, the press are on you, and it just becomes a big problem. But at the end of the day, United are beginning to count their losses, and we've given these players enough time to turn things around, and things are just going that way.
I don't want to ask Boye this question, so I'll ask you the question. Is there any one of these players who you think deserves another chance? Maybe there's still something there that can unfold or unfurl or expose itself at some point in the future, maybe next season. Is there one of any of these players that you think can do all of that?
Yes, Sancho.
Okay.
Sancho is the man I think United can give another chance.
Chelsea can buy him. Chelsea can give him a chance.
Sancho is that man because he has not really been able to live up to the expectation that led Manchester United to go splash about 75 million pounds on him at the time they got him about 3 seasons ago, and his numbers has not reflected it as well. He's played a lot of games and few goals to show for it, few assists to show for it. So there's a man, he's still very much young, so there's still so much in Jadon Sancho that I think has not been able to get what he really is. He's a great playmaker. He can assist, he can score goals. So I would like to see him get another chance. They don't rate Maguire for Manchester United. 2 bomb threats to his home and all of that. So he should just leave before another one comes next season.
Alright, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's take calls 0700 923 923 923 0700 923 923 923 is the number for you to call. You can also call or send WhatsApp messages to 08173136193 08173136193. You can also leave messages for us on under our live feed on Facebook. The handle is Inspiration FM 92.3. Just leave your comments under the live feed and we'll read them on the show.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.